What's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. Today we are gonna take a look at this Iron Man, is it 3? Yeah. Alright, Iron Man 3 Mark 7 open armor version. And you can pre-order this at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. Another Iron Man, which is, again, I'm not complaining. Love Iron Man, especially now. This is probably one of the figures, you know, when we talk about hot toys, where it's like, hey, no one cares about the back. I'm not gonna display my figures, backwards anyway. Well, this might be one of that figure, or the only figure that you would want to display backwards because of how intricate, the back looks. So here's the thing with this. I love Iron Man, and I almost said that from here on out, I'm pretty, if it's an armor that he wore, like if it's an OG one, film accurate, I'm probably going to get it outside of, the, the armor protocol where, all those things. This is a Mark 7, which I do have the diecast Mark 7. And this is diecast as well. But it doesn't move. As we know, this is just an open armor version. That's what it's there for, to recreate that scene. It looks great, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get this because I don't need it. I have the Mark 7. There's two uses for this. You're going to display him like this, or it's like backwards, right? Or if you get tired of it, because there's an option as well to display him not when the armor not opened up. So you could actually use this and stick it inside your D12. So now you free up an actual Mark 7 figure that you could use, to pose and all that stuff. So if you have a Hall of Armor like myself, this is a good stand-in because this is cheaper than an actual Mark 7 as well. However, this is a bit expensive though. I mean, at $370 something for a figure that doesn't move. However, the inside is really intricate. It lights up. It is beautiful. The base is beautiful as well. I think you can only get this base from that Iron Man, the testing something, whatever the case is. But it's a nice combination. I like the the stage that he comes with. It's his articulated armor pieces. As you can see, you can close him up and I would say stick it in your Hall of Armor. So those are the two display options that you could have here. But other than that, as far as a diorama piece, I feel like if you're into photography and setting up the scene, the Mark III construction will give you more options than this. Speaking of which, when is that going to be released? Or is that even released yet? I don't remember, but I know I missed out on that, initially. I didn't want to get it. I'm still not 100% convinced that I'm going to get it this time around. But I might, like I said, I would consider every Iron Man out there from here on out. It doesn't mean the only definite that I would buy is a 6. If it ever comes out again, if they re-release it, I know it's already been diecast and the diecast was fantastic. If they reissue that, I'll try to get that again. I'll probably complete the entire Hall of Armor this time around. But yeah, it is tempting. I don't think it's necessary. Now, for those who missed out on Iron Man Mark 7, which is a really iconic suit. He used it in Avengers. A better part of it, let's say this Iron Man 3. Not a better part, just one part. But Mark 7, it's just awesome. An awesome suit. So hopefully they re-release that for those who missed out. Although I don't see it coming because it was pretty recent when it sold out, not too long ago. But since they're embarking on this new, 2.0, and pretty much every armor in the Hall of Armor is going to be re-released outside of Mark 4, maybe Mark 4 as well. I don't know. But we'll see. Right? Like, we'll see. I hope there's another batch of single Hall of Armors coming out again, because I already have 4 in hand and I want to complete the 7. But yeah, this guy, you need to have a Tony Stark with this, because otherwise, if you don't, And it looks kind of silly. You just have an open armor. So you need something standing up like this of a Tony Stark figure, which is what are your options now? Because this guy is sold out. Does that mean we are going to get reissued that Tony Stark? Well, you know what? I take that back because the mech test armor is a Tony Stark that hasn't been released yet. So that might be a good companion for this, even though it's not completely movie accurate. This is technically Iron Man 3. But like I mentioned earlier, you want something standing up next to this guy. Because if you don't have a Tony Stark, maybe you can just kit bash one. I don't know. Use the head sculpt. But yeah, you kind of need that to set up a scene. I mean, you can always have him stand by itself, but I feel like it's kind of incomplete that way. You know what I mean? So if you have Mark 50, those have extra head sculpts. You can find a cheap body, get some, I don't know, third party clothing out there, and you can pretty much put together a Tony Stark by yourself. I don't remember. I know he was in the like a restaurant or something. He was eating and a kid was asking for his autograph, and then he came out and he went inside and went out of this suit. I think that was the scene. He was talking to Rhodey, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments if that was I don't even know what he was wearing. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, they're teasing this guy. You can see that the Tony Stark right there. Maybe they'll re-release that, because that's a nice one. It came with the stage and a whole bunch of accessories. I think it kind of aged by now though. And you know what? This is Iron Man 3. I think we should get a reissue, a 2.0 of 42. That 42 is also die-cast, but it has room for improvement. Not gonna lie, the ball joints on the shoulders, the paint application, all could use a little bit of 2022 update. So I'm looking forward to more Iron Man. Now I'm gonna lie to you guys. I like this, although I don't think it's necessary for me. But let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this announcement, this release. Are you gonna get this? Just gonna skip on it? Too expensive? What is the right price for this? Because I think $370 is just pretty high for this. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Would love to thank my subscribers, my members, for continuing to support the channel. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.